Okay, yeah, this is Aiden Romero here at Ranko News, Ranko Negro. So, so now I figure out, so now I know why Oscar's doing this with the Epic software for medical purposes only. Is because he found out that my nephew, David Romero, he's homosexual. And I guess Oscar caught him in some lewd acts with another boy. So I guess my nephew, David, he went to a sleepover, or I don't know. So he went to his friend's house. So Oscar showed up early, and I guess he caught up with uh one of his friends. I guess like I said, having a lewd act, and Oscar's trying to do this epic or miracle thing, just to justify his actions, or just to because he's embarrassed of his son, or I guess to find out that they caught him in the lewd act, and I guess it's homosexual to him, and like I said, I guess he's and at the same time, it's his beliefs. Giving oral sex to Eric Crespo is not gay, and it's just like the kind of beliefs, right? So, and for example, like Sergio Romero, or like I said, sadly related to DNA, he was sitting with my niece in her room, and like I said, do a background check. All the people from Morgan Hill. He never had a girlfriend. So Sergio is like the pedophile, that 290. He never had a girlfriend in his life. So he's been taking care of David, Jeline, my other nieces. But as far as like I said, as far as as we related, like I said, by blood, not by brothers, because we have nothing in common. Not even a happy birthday card. Not even you know I miss you, or like the only one I actually have to give him respect and credit is Jose Miguel Super Cholo. Even though they're doing this stupid shit, excuse my language. Even though they're doing these things with me, like I said, I mean, I recognize who is who and who is what. And at the same time, like three of them, like I said, it's just I can't really say anything because all three of them, I despise them, and they never see. You never see me with them because they're cowards. Cowards, and like I said, they're telling. And like I said, look at my videos, and they're snitching. And like I said, they want to press charges, right? So they're using medical software to gain what's called personal gain. But because Oscar is trying to justify David Romero, his son, and like I said, Oscar Rosas, David Romero, what? Wink, wink. Okay, anyways, the only one I have to respect is Super Cholo, even though he's what's it called, bandwagon with Ranko Negro, because he lives with them, he has no other choice. And like I said, at the same time, it's just we have our differences, but they're the one taking it to the next level. No, it's actually Ranko Negro, because because Ranko Negro, he has a little bit of money because he's oral performance with Eric Crespo. He's not cool, not work ethics. How he works his mouth. He doesn't think about he doesn't like hands-on training. He doesn't think that. He thinks that it's mouth training. Wink, wink. Anyways, the only one I have to actually give respect is Super Cholo. Like I said, even though he's tagging along like a cheerleader with Ranko Negro, whatever, and like I said, he's the only one that actually have to give him respect, because and like I said, even though he's a clown, even though he's a rat, even though he's like a snitch, like a poser, a wankster, I want to be like Ranko Negro, even though he's like I said, he's a female dog, just like them, and he knows that I was going to teach him respect too. Wink, wink. And he knows that to the older brother, to his youngest brother, like I said, I've been blessed, but I'm going to teach you respect. And like I said, I try to practice what I preach. I try to keep my word as possible. But if he's tagging along because he has no money, at the same time, Oscar Rosas he's broke. If you ever have if you have a family member, check the DMB records. He has never owned or never have a pink slip in his hand. Wink, wink, wink. So all the courses he has is by his performance. Operation manager. So he knows how to operate, Eric pretty good. That's why they call him manager, because like he knows how to work, he knows how to operate his mouth. Okay. Anyway, so back what I was saying. So right, I mean, Super Cholo, like I said, I mean, I recognize who he is. Like I said, I mean, even though like I despise him as a brother because he's a snitch and he's tagging along with the other two clowns, even though like he's in, I mean, like I said, for example, like who's the female dog? Okay, so we have three, one, two. Okay, which one? So where's the snitch? Which one? Hey, who's where's the garbage or where's the scrap? Which one? Anyway, so who's telling? Which one? So on this one, hey, actually I'm clapping, because Super Cholo, like I said, as much as he is what he is, actually I have to give him respect and props because my niece Gabriela, hey, one time like okay, so like I said, something happened in my life and I was staying for like I said for like probably like three at the most tops because like Oscar, like I said, he has a circus like himself. You got like remember that song, like un elefante, dos elefantes, So Oscar is the first one. Yes, who was the mother? She saw the second one, and you got the elephants tagging along. Anyways, sorry. So that's another another. Anyways, so Super Cholo, Jose Miguel Romero, the one that he pointed at his friends, at his co-defendants, yes, in court, just to save his own ass, he went like this. Yes, it was him, and him. So, yeah, he's telling. Anyways, like I said, as a father, I recognize, like I said, I give him props and respect because he's the only one that told Sergio Romero that, hey, don't get near my daughter or don't even touch her or kiss her. Like I said, as much as like they want to scratch each other's eyes, hey, I give him respect because Jose Miguel Romero, Super Cholo, told, like I said, one of my siblings, Sergio Romero, that if he sees Sergio Romero touching like his daughter or like what's it called, like he can only talk when he was there. You know, don't go in the room with her like Oscar does with like okay, so Oscar lets Sergio in the room, locks himself door. Like I said, Sergio smokes weed. Like I said, from where he'll you know who Sergio is, and he'll stay in the room with her for hours. What do you do? Like okay, so you're not going to ask man 30-year-old like remember the movie 40-Year-Old Virgin? That's Sergio. Like I said, one of my siblings. Like I said, we're related by DNA. He never get. I mean, if you look at his cell phone, he has pictures of kids, and that's my David, Jaylene, and I don't know who Damien, my other like I said, nephew. So he only has pictures of them. Why? You're like 30 or something years old, and you never kiss a female on the lips. Come on. You know, when I was looking at the movie for your original, I mean, I was watching something else, like, so you look at the previews, right? So I seen the previews, like, because I was watching, I think, like, Menace to Society. So I seen, like, for your version, and I was like, wait a minute, it sounds familiar, like the younger sibling. But anyways, so, like I said, because I have, like, like a lot of facts, I want to put out there. So you look at the videos, but anyways, so Super Cholo, my respects to him because, like, he's seen what Sergio is. You know, how the hell you gonna lock yourself in the room with an underage female, regardless? But because you're brother, I mean, it's okay, right? So and at the same time, that's why, like, I mean, that's what separates us from me from them. Things that I mean, I don't condone, and things that, like I said, and it's just common sense. That's why Ranko Negro. That's why I'm doing this, because like he's stealing my like I said, like some story, like let's go like some real stuff, some real stories that I was, because like through friends, like I said, and don't get me wrong, I have the permission. I'm not Ranko Negro that he wants to steal the signature and basically edit the names a little bit. Like I said, like his fat body. If you look at Ranko Negro, he's like 350 pounds. So no, to me, just like based on a true story. So I was trying to do, like I said, some kind of books or some kind of like, like I said, like just like a little mini book, like your churches. And like I said, I had to prove about all the people that I know and everything. And like I said, like I've been blessed and honored that. I speak to him, and like I said, like I change a little bit, like I tweak a little bit things here and there, because like I don't want to. I want to protect the innocent at the same time, because like I said, all the people who being in trouble with the law, they already knows about what's going on and everything. Anyway, so that's why Oscar, like I said, it's just like those differences. But I apologize, I probably got off topic. But anyway, so Jose is super cholo. Like I said, as much as he's a clown, or we don't want to be self-centered like Oscar Rosas, a poster and everything. I mean, like I said, I give him that much as a father, because Oscar Ranko Negro, there's Sergio Romero, with a Ford Loco, and she's smoking weed, and then his daughter, she's like 11 or 12, like I said. And the thing is, like, they want to take, they're using, like I said, the Kimi GPS software harp, the Epic, use of Belly Medical right now, the latest technology, so which is still what I'm trying to learn. So Oscar Rosas, because he doesn't want to pay Sergio, when he works with Eric Crispo, and he just like, okay, as like I said, as much as Super Chulo it is what it is, I recognize, as the sibling, I recognize what's real, and I had to give him that much, because Sergio Romero, and you can ask Super Cholo, I give him that respect, because like Jose Miguel, like I said, Super Cholo, he's seen what I've seen. The Sergio Romero, okay, 30 years old, and you never had a girlfriend. Never got a female besides your mom calling you. So, okay, so that's a red flag. Do a background check. Even that Super Cholo. Hey, I don't like he's like snitch ass, or, since he's a snitch, of course, or like Oscar, Oscar's, he's like, okay, so Oscar's like, basically like, he has to think about it if it benefits from him, or he has something to gain. For example, like the best man, he chose Eric Crispo because his money. So, that's what separates us, because like, if you choose the best man on your wedding day, don't you think he should be your brother? Hmm? That's me, or somebody that you love, and like I said, from the heart, not because what he has in his wallet. Okay, so anyways, so Super Cholo, like I said, he's seen what I seen in Sergio Romero, one of our siblings. They're like, that Oscar didn't see. So Oscar's letting Jaylene on his with Sergio alone for 2 hours, 3 hours at a time, and Sergio's had a Ford Loco, and Sergio's smoking a blunt. Like I said, as a father, common sense. Hey, why? Red flags, everybody. Red flags. Okay, so Oscar Rosas has Sergio Romero, all because he doesn't want to pay him, right? So he does like the dirties. So if somebody calls off and because he has no license, so Oscar, like I said, like basically, Oscar wants to have me like that, because like I'm single, right? No, he okay. So things like, don't get it twisted. It's like, you telling me what to do. First of all, look in the mirror. Second of all, okay, so he's trying to judge about what I do, whatever. Okay, look at your weight. Third of all, fix your own home first. And basically, like, being fat over 350 pounds, I mean, hey, like I said, I mean, hey, I was 280. I mean, I was a size 46. Like I said, if you know, uh, but hey, I mean, to me, I'm secure. Like I said, I'm happy, regardless who I am. Hey, I got the nose. Like I said, I mean, God can only judge me. Like I said, but like I said, at the same time, it's like, look, if I put glasses, I look like a mixed potato head. I make, I mock myself because like, when I was a kid, like I said, like I said, it's gonna be in the future Ranko Negro news. But anyways, so it's just like Super Show in Ranko Negro, he would let his daughter like, in the room with Sergio, and take pictures of her. Sergio Mero, he was grabbing her thighs like that, like, and he's just like, as a father, hey, like I said, hey, Super Show, like I said, he could be a female, he could be a tranny, or he could be whatever. And like I said, I recognize and this is my prompts because like he's Sergio as a potential 290, especially with your kids around. How the hell you can be 30 years old? And Oscar's like, well, one time I caught him like grabbing her thigh, and Oscar's like, what? And I'm like, what do you mean what? Like he has like like, well, not in the front, on the back. And I'm like, he's 30 years something years old. And why is he like, okay, so why is he drunk? And like, I mean, I don't smoke weed. I'm like, well, why is he hella high? And with her grabbing her hair like this underneath. And then he wants me to lock the door. So Ranko Negro, like, I mean, I went up to him and I'm like, hey, like I said at the time when I was leaving, it's like, hey, check it, and I was like, check it out, look what, this guy, well, like I said, you, as much as a sibling, like I said, my father, and things like that 290 or touching little kids, I mean, I don't roll like that. It's just like I'm a father, and like I said, regardless, I mean, if I see somebody's kid, and like I said, somebody's trying to take him, common sense, because like you don't. I mean, like I said, I have boundaries. Kids, okay, okay, lines you don't cross, regardless. So I mean, you can be my worst enemy, and I see, like I said, see something like that try to happen to your kid. Of course, I mean, do something about it. I'm gonna take action because it's a kid, and like I said, to me, kids are like angels. You know, kids, they don't know right from wrong, and like I said, probably like like me, I'm not perfect. Probably I taught my kids some things that like, they're not right, but it's just like because like my father was, like I said, he was never there. But anyways, so to me, kids are like angels, and like I said, because they don't know right from wrong, and like I said, like even me to this day, every day like I learn something else. I mean, I could be wrong yesterday, like I said, but I recognize it. But anyway, so Oscar's one of those types. But anyways, okay, this is where I'm sorry. So Oscar Rosas, I guess he's and that's the thing. If somebody has to, like, okay, like I said, in my case, when I was a supervisor, and I used to interview people, hire them, whatever, and to me it was just like in the previous videos of Oscar sexual harassment. He doesn't like people from Guatemala, Central America, and my ex partner was from Guatemala, Central America. So, or if, like I said, actually, I'm gonna do another video about that right now because, like, I mean, sorry for off topic because I got a lot of things in my mind, and that's the things that, this is the things that, like I said, that they're facts, and this is the thing that Oscar wants to like copyright all the drawings and all this, all that. Like I said, now if you look at it together, you put in a puzzle together. Why, like I said, like separate me from them, and like I said, at the same time, you know, uh people that know me, people like I'm friends with, like associate with, and like I said, I will never, 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 never stand up for a brother, a sibling, my siblings. Never in my life, and God knows my heart, and because I know how their role impacts, and like I said, I'd rather give up my life for somebody that needs it. Like I said, like if you're okay, so okay, family to me, they're my enemies, and friends are, I consider them my family because like I said, that's another episode. But anyways, like I said, sorry, probably I got off topic. So like I said, anyway. Let me sorry this again because like I just like, anyway, David, okay, so David, he's about 13, 14 years old. Like I said, I apologize. So I guess David, he likes his own sexual preference. Like I said, another male. And like I said, I'm nobody to judge nobody, right? So if I mean, at the same time, God made us that way. At the same time, like I said, and I have higher, like I said, homosexual, gay, or whatever. To me, it's like it's not a big deal. If I'm really with a gay guy or whatever, it's not because it's not like a license. You choose to drive. It's a privilege. So people get it twisted like that. So it's a privilege to drive. It's not mandatory. It's not It's not. You're not obligated to get a license. So some people, like I said, they get it twisted when their kids or whatever they're homosexual. Like I said, to me, like I said, you never know what's gonna happen. Like I said, to me, it's just like okay. So Oscar just trying to justify his actions with this epic thing, and like I said, uh, to me, like I said, it's just like if his son's David, okay, I guess he called David and whatever. So Oscar, he's one of those like if he doesn't take his mother of his child to the store, and like I said, if you work with Oscar, or actually, if you work with Eric Crespo, or you're doing business with Eric Crespo, because look at the website, like paperwork. Eric Crespo put that Oscar was a sidekick. Sidekick. Hey, I mean, if you need a tire, let me give you a massage. You know, and but Oscar doesn't think he's gay. That's why he's okay. But anyways, so his son David came out to be. Like I said, he likes the same. You know, um he plays with the wrong team, if you want to call it that way. I mean, but that's what they call it. But like I said, I mean, he's my nephew. Like I said, I mean, he plays with the wrong team, and I don't judge. And like I said, and it just God made it that way, and this is what Oscar's main issue is, because he thinks that I'm gonna make fun of my nephew. No, hey, if you're playing with the opposite team, we can still talk whatever. Just don't try anything funny. Like I said, don't cross lines. Like I said, but those are the lines that Oscar's crossing. Oscar Ranko Negro, and when when I was to me to like what you said that about me 911. Check my previous videos and go to some of the clear website, and you see that he wants to like open his mouth, and then 911. So he's one of those like um for example, like, hey, I don't like this about you. Well, what can you do? He pushes you, and you hit him. You like beat him up to the floor. 911. That's why I got charged. But anyway, so the biggest issue is like Oscar's trying to justify about his son, and he, like I said, like because me, like I don't get along with him because, like I said, like the phony, the coward, and like I said, things like that with Sergio Romero. He's just like if his son is gay and he likes playing with the wrong team, let him be. Don't try to like do or justify your actions towards me just because your son is homosexual or Ranko Negro. Remember this face? And the big old bar right here? The car that he drives all belongs to Eric Crespo. So, like I said, if you look at the previous videos, like I said, they're all facts. Oscar was gonna marry my cousin, like like he's something into incest because like Sergio's doing the same thing, and like I said, something with incest that he likes or like that attracts because he was gonna marry my other cousin Diana, like I said, but like my dad, like I said, my other uncles they put him on check, right? So now with this thing that he found out Desperados.com, how long has it been? As Ranko Negro. If you work with him, you know him, Ranko Negro. How long have you been with this mother child? Anyway, so Ranko Negro's trying to justify that his son is homosexual. And that's why like he would touch you or uh Eric Crespo. It's like somebody shaking someone's hand. What? Seriously? You're showing your work ethics to Crespo, and that's not gay because that's like me touching your hand, me touching your shoulder, and it's not gay. Or for example, since you're in the room uh with my niece Jeline, it's like ¿qué tiene de malo? Like what do you mean? Like what's wrong? Hello, they're in the room. Like I said, like the door was locked. Common sense. So that's why Ranko Negro, like I said, and if you look at previous videos, like I said, there's more to it to the story. At the same time, this is the points, for example, because like uh sometimes like I put statements that like things like that Oscar Ranko Negro seen a gold mine and he wants to copyright it or he wants to take my ideas. And like I said, because I mean I don't have like I said, I mean I'm a little I mean like I said, I'm on okay. I'm a minority. Section 8, food stamps. Oscar hates. I'm gonna put it right now. Actually, yeah. So anyway, so if your son is gay, don't try to touch your other brother, or don't try to horseplay like sexual or whatever play. Look at my other videos, sexual harassment. This is the points I'm trying to say, and at the same time, and so if you see some of the ads, like I said, I had a friend that she worked at the Sales American newspaper. And if you look at some of the comments or remarks that I make, and like I said, I'm not gonna throw in real names or whatever, but they were points like for example, like we're stealing from each other, right? And it's just like we're just supposed to like, and like I said, for example, in my case, uh, instead of like like what's it called like my brother said with me, they're pulling me down like towards. I mean, they want to see me dead because of my life insurance policy, and because of the money, and Oscar because like he's ignorant and it's just like he's like give him a diaper. So Oscar believes that uh give the boss a sexual advance. That's how you get ahead in life, huh? Why work with your hands when you work with your knees? What? He just like remember the movie Take Me to Jail and the rest. So that's Ranko Negro, but and he's like he wanted to Eric. It's not gay. Touching another guy's butt if it's not gay. So he's justifying his actions because if you look at Eric Crispin on him, can you be by? Why Eric Crispin was so worried about? He's like spoil him because if you look at their website, things that Oscar has right now, Eric Crispin bought it for him. Wink, wink. So Oscar believes that why work with your hands when you work with your mouth? Huh? Did Ranko Negro just said that? Anyways, check out my other videos. I'm gonna post another one right now. Like I said, check him and the true facts.